Welcome to Titus Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is October the 2nd, 2023. We're going to be talking about AEW Wrestle Dream because, ladies and gentlemen, we got a heel turn and we got a debut. Most of all this happened was on the main event. I'm sorry there was no video yesterday, is because I couldn't keep my eyes open. Even when they were doing the tag team championship match, I couldn't keep my eyes open. I was laying in my bed. I tried to keep my eyes open. I saw the winners and I saw some moves, but oh my god, it was hard. I almost missed the debuts and the heel turn. Thank God I was up. I stand when the debut happened. But I seen what happened in the end. It ended at like 12 o'clock. It will be October 2nd anyways. So I'm sorry for there was no video yesterday. This is the video for yesterday. AEW, you have great pay-per-views. It's great to see them. But can you please stop making it like 4 hours long? The pre-show started like at 6:30. And it didn't matter because the show still started at 8. Like, holy moly. I watched all the pre-show matches. I watched every match almost close to I almost fell asleep. Bryan Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. But I don't know, because I got bored because it was just technical wrestling, not hot spots. So, yeah. So we have a big debut for AEW, and we're going to be talking about the debuts. Am I happy or am I about the debut? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen a lot of debuts from AEW, and they haven't got a lot of pushes in the AEW, right? They haven't got a lot. So I wonder, because this guy is a big name. He's a big name to be in AEW, and I want to see what I want to tell you guys what I think. There's a lot of people are excited. I'm excited too. Is Nick Khan going to actually give this guy an opportunity? We will find out when it happens. Alright. So let's see what we have. We have a 8-person tag team match, mixed tag team match. We have Athena. This is all the pre-shows. They have 4 pre-shows. We have Athena, Billy Starks, Keith Lee, and some guy I don't know his name is Kojima. He's a Japanese wrestler. I believe this whole pay-per-view is all about a legend that passed away, Antonio Ikebugi. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. I don't want to be disrespectful, but his name is something with Antonio something. And they had a ceremony for him with his students and and his grandsons. So that's pretty cool for them to do as well. They did it on the pre-show and they had a celebration for him. Ladies and gentlemen, and those 4 versus Lee Moriarty, Shane Taylor, DeMonte, and Mercedes Martinez. It was an okay match. Not always a big fan of a mixed tag team match because the women can't fight the men and the men can't fight the women. AEW is not doing the intergender right now. That's the only thing that they're not changing. They're doing the same thing as WWE matches. It's kind of different, some of the matches, because they're doing death matches. WWE's not doing death matches, but they're still doing mixed tag team matches, and they're doing the same rules as WWE. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of mixed tag team matches. It was an okay match. This is my first time seeing Billy Starks in a match because she always wrestles on Ring of Honor. And now this is my first time. She's not bad either. But the winner of that match was Keith Lee. Keith Lee and the New Japan Pro Wrestling guy, Billy Starks. And Athena, I'm sorry guys, I just woke up and I need to do this video for you guys. We have Claudio Castagnoli with Jon Moxley on commentary versus Josh Barnett. I think I've seen this guy once or twice, but I haven't know a lot about this guy. But, ladies and gentlemen, there was a lot of submissions and technical wrestling. I'm not a big fan of it. I like the high-flying stuff, so I got bored of it, so I didn't like it. But the winner of that match was Claudio, beating Josh Barnett, and Josh talked, and he wouldn't stop talking. And it looks like he wants a rematch with Claudio one day. Then we had Luchasaurus versus Nick Wayne. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Wayne did a good job. His mom was in attendance, and Luchasaurus didn't have Christian Cage because Christian Cage has to worry about his 2L3 Falls match against Darby Allin for the TNT title, but Luchasaurus doesn't need it because he's a big giant man, and he wins the match. Luchasaurus wins. And then we have Billy Gunn and the Acclaim. Anthony Bowens and Max Caster defeated TMDK, Bad Dude Tito, Shane Hayes, and Mikey Nichols for the AEW World Trios Championship. Pretty decent match. I enjoyed it because I like tag teams. I don't care what kind, 6-man, 8-man, normal tag team. I like them. But the winner of that match was the Acclaim. So the first match to start off the show was MJF versus The Righteous for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship in a 2-on-1 handicap match. And yes, it was a 2-on-1. Nobody came out to help MJF. But MJF, before the match, he informed everybody that he did not attack Jay White when the Devil showed up. Because that was him. He said some schmuck stole his mask from his locker room. And then he talked about Adam Cole is injured. He's getting knee surgery sometime. I think that happened last week. I think. Or he's doing it now. Yesterday. I forgot. Oh my God. But ladies and gentlemen, and then he says he's going to body slam the Dutch. And he's going to put Vince's tied braids, and he's going to stick Vincent's head up Dutch's butt. And guess what? He did all that. He did a body slam, and then he stuck Mr. Vince's head in Dutch's butt. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, and still your Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, MJF and Adam Cole. Because he didn't wrestle either, so. We have Eddie Kingston versus Sabita for the Ring of Honor World Championship and the Strong Heavyweight Championship. Pretty decent match for both of these guys. It would be stupid if they have the Ring of Honor Pure Champion wins the title. What's the point of that? He's going to win 3 titles? How is this guy getting even a championship opportunity? But he got one. The winner of that match was Eddie Kingston. Then we had Chris Statlander versus Julia Hart with Brody King for the TBS Championship. It was a okay match, but Julia Hart was trying everything she could. She tried to use the Black Miss, but ladies and gentlemen, it didn't work out. Chris Statlander did a tombstone, and then she did her finisher. 1, 2, 3. Chris Statlander retains. Then we had the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers, versus the Guns, versus Hook and Orange Cassidy in a 4-way tag team match for a future shot of the AEW World Tag Team Championships. It was a pretty decent match. I'm sorry, but I choose NXT's Fatal 4-way tag team that they had at No Mercy. It was a little better. I'm sorry. And because they had the Guns there. I'm not a big fan of Guns. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of those guys. They're not really the best tag team. They need to work on it. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, and I'm a little upset about this because I want to see Orange Cassidy and Hook get an opportunity. But the winner of that match was the Young Bucks. Why? I have no idea. Then we had Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana to face Hangman Adam Page. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there was a lot of things here. Hangman trying to destroy the hand of Swerve. Swerve trying to break the arm of Hangman. These guys went back and forth to see who's the future of AEW. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Swerve Strickland. Oh my God, the fans went nuts. There was booze happening with Hangman Adam Page. I guess they didn't like him. This match I didn't care for because it wasn't really hyped up. WWE sucks at hyping up their matches. Why would you make a match a couple of days before Wrestle Dream, and then you put Ricky Starks face Wheeler Yuta, but there was no hype. I guess the hype is that Ricky Starks wants to face all of the Blackpool Combat Club guys. Because he already faced Bryan Danielson and he's facing Wheeler Yuta. But the winner of that match was Ricky Starks with the help of Big Bill. Big Bill got rammed into the post. And Jon Moxley was on the commentary. And he says, we're not worried about him winning tonight. They're worried about him winning like 5 years. I got hair in my mouth. But ladies and gentlemen, he did lose, though. And then when Ricky Starks was doing his celebration, he looked at Jon Moxley. It looks like he wants Jon Moxley next. Then we got Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. in the Dream match. Guys, I didn't really like this match because it was a lot of submissions. I didn't really care for submissions. I like the high flying, man. I like the hot spots. I like the craziness. This wasn't really crazy. This was, yeah. It was submissions. I didn't care for it. Because they just sit around and do submissions. That's not really cool. That was just sitting around and do submissions. Submissions take long. Because you do your submission, you sit there, try to wrench on it, and see if they submit. Not knock them out or do crazy stuff. But the winner of that match was Bryan Danielson. Good job with Bryan. We have the Don Callis family, Takeshita, Will Ospreay, and Sammy Guevara with Don Callis versus Chris Jericho and the Golden Elite, Kota Ibushi and Kenny God, Omega. Is that how Don Callis says it? I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match for a 6-man tag team match. But the winner of that match was the Don Callis family. They did everything they could. Kota Ibushi tried everything. Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega. But ladies and gentlemen, the Don Callis family wins the match. Then we have FTR defending their AEW World Tag Team Championships against the Aussie Open. It was a pretty decent match. I couldn't keep my eyes open, man. It was a long show. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, and still your AEW World Tag Team Champions, FTR. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have Christian Cage versus Darby Allin in a 2-on-1, not 2-on-1 handicap, 2-0-3 falls match for the TNT Championship. The most things that people want to talk about is at the end. Christian Cage kind of knocked out Darby Allin. He did like a scoop slam off the apron into the edges of the stair steps. Like there's you have the back piece that goes around the turnbuckle post, and then there's the steps. And he picks them up and he drops them on the steps, spine first. So Christian gets a count out win for the first fall. And then Darby was still fighting, but why would this whole... He was getting stretchered and all that stuff, but Christian Cage was just taking a part of the ring. He was taking the ring apron skirts off. He was taking the padding of the ring off, showing the bare wood and all that stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, Darby Allin gets the win as well. He got a fall as well, but ladies and gentlemen, here comes Nick Wayne. Because Christian Cage has the championship belt, he was going to whack. He was going to whack Darby Allin with the TNT title. The referee got knocked out with a spear. And then here comes Nick Wayne, grabs the championship out of his hand, and then he walked towards to his mom that was in the audience. I told you guys about it when Luchasaurus was in there. Nick Wayne's mom was there, and ladies and gentlemen, then he ran in the ring, and Darby said, hit him, hit him. And ladies and gentlemen, out of nowhere, Nick Wayne betrays Darby Allin. And Christian Cage gets the win. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Wayne and Christian Cage wasn't done there. on the bare boards. They were beating up Darby Allin, stomping on him, punching his head and all that stuff. And then here comes Sting, attacking everybody. He attacked Nick Wayne. He attacked Christian Cage. And then here comes Luchasaurus. And then all three just gain up on Sting. And then they were going to do the chair Copedo, whatever they call it, onto Sting. Sting's head was laying on top of the chair. Christian with another chair. It's like a chair sandwich with Sting's head in it. Until we saw a video package of somebody getting in the car. I thought it was Sami Callihan, because if you guys didn't see the old school TV production thingy bobber, Sami Callihan does the same thing when he was in Impact Wrestling. But it did not look like Sami Callihan. It was a guy in a black jacket, red shoes. I think we all have seen his red shoes before. And he was driving, I guess, to the arena. And ladies and gentlemen, you think you know him. Edge came out. Everybody went nuts. He has the You Think You Know Me theme song. And ladies and gentlemen, he came out and he does his fireworks. And then, ladies and gentlemen, he looked like he was going to hit Sting with the chair. But he didn't. He hit Luchasaurus. He beat up Nick Wayne. He speared Nick Wayne. And then he looked down at Christian Cage because he ran away. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Darby Allin just, when he's hurting, he's shaking. He shook hands with Edge. Edge shook hands with Sting. Edge is in AEW. He's all elite. But, ladies and gentlemen, his name is not Edge now. His name is his real name, Adam Copeland. Something like that. And, ladies and gentlemen, because WWE owns the Edge name, he's now allowed using the Edge name for AEW. Now the question is, what do I think about Edge being on AEW? People will call him a traitor because he's been in WWE for 20 years. He had his 20 years match. He had his last match. And people thought he was going to retire. Some people, it's been like August and people are talking about Edge coming to AEW. Edge coming to AEW. But what I think about Edge, it's awesome that he's there. It's exciting. But the question is, do I think that the question is Tony Khan going to book this guy well? Because he is a former WWE superstar. And we've seen a lot of former WWE superstars not getting booked well. They win championships and then they go down. Just like Malachi Black, Miro. You can't say Samoa Joe because he has a championship. Tony Nese and Arya Daivari. I think Arya Daivari was bad in WWE as well. He didn't get booked well. But Tony Nese with the 205 Live, he was good in there. But will Edge get it? I don't know. It's because he was a big top name in the in WWE. He could be a top guy winning the world title. And we heard on the scrum that Edge is he signed a contract to be a full-timer. Because in WWE, he was a part-timer. I thought that's what he wanted. But ladies and gentlemen, and we heard that his first match will be at the Title Tuesday special edition of AEW. I don't know when that is. But we will hear from Edge, Adam on Dynamite this Wednesday. So he's going to be a full-timer. The question, he says there's a lot of fresh faces that he didn't face yet. And he wants to face them. He said Samoa Joe, he said Kenny Omega. But the other question is, how long can Edge go? Because he was talking about that he's getting older. He might retire soon. How much can he do for AEW? Do I think he's a traitor for WWE? A little. I'm telling you guys the honest truth here. I think he's a traitor for a little bit. When I looked at it, I'm like, are you serious? You're a traitor to WWE. But it could help AEW. It could help him. But the booking, Edge had great matches in WWE, and he had a great booking. in his part-timer job in WWE. But AEW is not really good at their bookings. You see the Ricky Starks in Utah. That wasn't hyped at all. They suck at their bookings. How they make their matches for their pay-per-views are horrible. I don't like it sometimes because they don't know how to hype things up or actually have some rivalry to it. So, yeah, that's what I think. Like with the Righteous, where's the rivalry happen with Righteous and the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles? Didn't they get a shot of the titles like a week before the pay-per-view? And we haven't seen a lot of them. Maybe because I didn't watch Collusion. But that's only one episode of Collusion. When you have like Zack Sabre Jr., they've been talking about this match like a month. That's how you hype it up. You guys had a month to make all these matches, and there was no hype. There's not the best bookings. At least in WWE, they had with their No Mercy, every single rivalry except for the tag titles, there was no rivalry there, but it was a good match, and it was understanding that it's Tony D'Angelo and Stack's first title defense. They don't have a rivalry. But at least they had a couple weeks. They're scouting the tag team division. That's their booking there. That they're looking at this tag teams. They found the 4 teams that they want, and that's those 4. That's those 3. And it was weeks ago that they were doing this. That they need to find the tag teams to face at No Mercy, just like Tiffany Stratton and Becky Lynch. That was a couple weeks ago, when Becky Lynch won it. And now they have an Extreme Rules match. At least their bookings is a couple of weeks of the hype. Even Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker. How about the pre-show, Tyler? The pre-show, you don't have to face your rival in the pay-per-view to make a rivalry. How you know that is because they do it on 2K23 as well. Blair Davenport versus Kiana Jordan, but she got attacked by her rival after the match, Gigi Dolan, to set up a match. It's not a big rivalry, but at least it's booked well and it's hyped well. Because we're supposed to have that match last week, and now we're definitely going to have this match this week. So, yeah. I hope everybody enjoys AEW Wrestle Dream. I'm just hoping TK, Tony Khan, knows what he's doing with Edge, Adam, because he has a stacked roster and he's not doing much with those guys. So I want to see what they could do with Adam. This is the first time we're going to see Edge on a different promotion. We always see him on WWE, and now he's on AEW. They said debuts. People said there's going to be a whole bunch of debuts. I saw one debut and one heel turn. How is that surprising stuff? It is surprising, but we already knew Edge might be coming to AEW. We already knew it. I thought he was going to help Christian Cage, but I guess not. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Monday Night Raw results. That's all for me today. Tyler's out. Bye!